Hey Libra, how's it going? Hope you're doing well this evening. Let's take a look into your mid-February reading and see what comes out. Ooh, this is your overall energy, Libra. We're getting right to it. With the Emperor being here as your overall energy, I feel like you are standing on business. You're very serious. You've got a very serious demeanor to you at this point in time. You're not taking any BS, and you are you're laying down the law, Libra. I didn't even get into my regular spiel. So this is going to be for your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising placements, Libra. This is a general reading, so it may or may not involve love right away. Either way, we will pull some love messages towards the end from the person that you are connecting with, if anyone at all. And yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you're having a good Valentine's weekend. Yeah, I got the Two of Wands here. I finally got myself one of these floral Lego sets, and I absolutely love it. I was putting it together after work yesterday, so it was nice. I actually think I'm gonna get some more because I love Legos. So, anywho, Libra, let's just get right to your reading. Enough about me. Your energy is very strong and very prominent, very, very serious. You're setting a tone here. I mean, you took my attention when I was stopped in whatever I was trying to say, and I just honed in on the Emperor here, your energy. Like I said, you've got this stoic stance to you, stoic demeanor. You are guarded. You're in a very serious energy right now. Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man, Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Judgment, King of Cups now. Wow, we've got the King and Queen of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Ugh. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Swords behind that. That's you, Queen of Swords energy there. So Libra, what I'm getting is that at this point in time, with the Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Hanged Man, and your overall energy being the Emperor, you at this point in time, I don't know what this situation that is coming to the forefront of your mind at this moment is about, but whatever it is, whatever you are really being serious and not you're not approaching lightheartedly, let's say. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're like in a bad mood or you're coming off intimidating or aggressive, but you are just in this energy of you're not taking any bullshit. Two Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is an inactive, stagnant energy, observing. Ace of Wands, that is the this is the potential for a new beginning to happen with some sort of action being taken. And then the Two of Wands on the other side is being contemplative in this situation. You are very contemplative as to whether or not you are going to take action upon something or remain in this observant energy and see what unfolds. Eight of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Cups here. So Eight of Cups is walking, moving away from something or towards something better, from something that is no longer in our best interest, that is serving our highest good. The Eight of Cups, you know, in a practical term, is walking or moving towards what is going to fill your cups, what is going to, you know, benefit you in the long run or serve your highest good. Knight of Wands is that spontaneous energy that it's fast moving. It's full of passion. You may be feeling this deep down inside. You may be wanting to move towards possibly a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, with the Queen of Cups here, or you know, this may be you. I don't know, the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Wands here, it's like the Knight of Wands is looking away from the Queen of Cups. It's almost like you may feel compelled to move away at this point in time, move away from someone that you possibly share a deep bond with. Now, on an individual level, in regards to the Queen of Cups, I could interpret this as you moving away from what it is that your heart is actually desiring. You may be, you know, you being in this Emperor energy, very serious, very stoic, detached in a sense. You may be trying to detach yourself from someone that you have an emotional bond with. You may be trying to stay strong. I feel like with the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Hanged Man, I feel like you may be waiting to see what happens between you and this other person, or if this is not a person, you may be waiting to see what unfolds in a specific situation or endeavor that means a lot to you. You may be really wondering whether or not you should, you know, take action towards doing something about the situation, or take action towards this particular individual. So yeah, I feel like you are at this standstill about of not really knowing which direction to move into, but on the exterior you are exuding this very strong and very grounded demeanor, to where if someone were to look at you, they really wouldn't they wouldn't think that you were uncertain about what you are wanting to do next. Judgment, King of Cups, Three of Swords here. I feel like, so if you are this King of Cups here, let's just say you're the King of Cups here, Libra, in this scenario with another individual, you may feel as though if you were to reawaken a connection, or some sort of dynamic with someone that you are emotionally connected to, you may feel as though this is going to bring upon more healing that will need to ensue. And this is why you are avoiding making a solid decision as to whether or not you are going to move towards or away from this person. You're really, I feel like, wanting to see where this person is at, what they are bringing to the table, so to speak. And, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Libra, we have the, and I'm just going to talk about this real briefly in your reading, but we have the new moon solar eclipse coming up on the 17th, and I don't want to exacerbate the intensity of this eclipse, because it's kind of what people from every angle kind of does before each eclipse. I'm not saying that this one is not intense at all. It very much so is. It's very much intense in its very own way, the Tower. This is in your love portion, Libra. But ironically, this eclipse, being in the sign of Aquarius, it's going to be very, very, very close in proximity with 6 of the planets that are aspecting each other one way or another currently. And it's I want to say broiling. It's broiling a very, I want to say volatile. It's broiling a very volatile type of energy. And now, I don't mean to make this sound super negative, but but it's volatile in the sense that whatever has been, and this is with every eclipse, whatever has been non-progressive in our lives, whatever has not shown to really be up for our highest good, and these are things in our everyday lives. These are our habits, our routines that we have. These are our dynamics that we have with others, in whatever department in our lives. These things, if they are not progressive in our journey, in our journey of, you know, self-improvement and you know, evolution. It's going to this energy here, and I thought that I was just picking up some sort of usual lunar energy, to be honest with you. And this was like a week ago. I realized that, you know, and I mean, well, no, I mean, it wasn't, the full moon was not even, that was in the beginning of February. So that's not the energy that I was picking up on. The energy that I've been picking up on for the last, like, almost week is the culmination of this mixture of planetary energies. I don't know what else could be so prominent in my field. Like, the vibrations, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm not making this up. It's very concentrated right now, and this is how it is before every eclipse. It's, you know, and I'm sure most of, you know, human beings sense this more and more as the event approaches. But it's just very strong. It's very strong, and it's affecting me. It's going to affect me. I'm going to share with you how I see things unfolding for me soon after the solar eclipse. So lately I've been becoming increasingly more and more irate at the fact that on the weekends I do my usual routine of running errands, taking care of things that I need to take care of around the house, taking care of my son. He's usually, for the most part, at his dad's, and then he, you know, comes home for the evenings. He doesn't stay the night there, but you know, I have my routine, and it's been like that for quite some time. But, you know, I started reading tarot on YouTube like almost a year ago, and just several months ago I was noticing that, you know, I'm not allowing enough time for me to actually dive in and just immerse myself in reading, learning more on more subjects than I am. I'm not doing readings as often as I'd like, and another issue with that is being tired and, you know, this or that happening during the weekdays. And so this is very frustrating for me at this point. I probably don't express that a whole lot, but it's starting to get to me. It's starting to make me feel I'm not jiving with it. I'm not in agreement with what's going on, because for a very long time in my life I had put away my hobbies, things that I loved to do. I used to draw, and I used to paint, and I put those things away because I felt like I had to only be serious and look seemingly responsible, you know, towards or in front of other people that really never actually knew what was it in my best interest. And so I don't really want to make that same mistake again, because time is so precious, and it's one thing that you cannot get back. You cannot buy it back. You cannot beg the universe for it back. You get what you get, and you don't know when it's up. So I feel as though within the next few days, you know, somewhere around this week, I'm going to be experiencing some sort of major upheaval in my life when it comes to being determined in making things work out to where I can balance my responsibilities as well as time with my son and my passions, my hobbies. Making time for all of that and not feeling like I'm neglecting any of that. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of different changes. You know, they say it's going to be all about how we, you know, connect and communicate with others. It's going to be involving technology and, you know, things that have to do with our home life. Libra, I read that your fourth house of, you know, your family, home life, and you know, your roots, your private life at home, and your fifth house of partnerships like love, romance, and as well as, you know, your children that you take care of in your family, and your passions too. Are these aspects, one way or another, may be affected, or they are somehow affected by something currently, and this eclipse is somehow going to, you know, usher in, not in the most subtlest ways, things to help push your everyday life dealings in a more progressive way, if that makes sense. And it's funny because I also read that you should also, at this point in time, approach relationships and, you know, connections that you have in a lighthearted manner, being positive and uplifting, and not so, I guess, serious and stoic and detached. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But we have, so it looks like, you know, with the solar eclipse having 6 planets, it's not going to be comfortable. I feel like, for me personally, I feel like I, at some moments, kind of start to feel a little edgy and a little anxious, and I have to kind of breathe, simply breathe, and, you know, kind of slow down for a moment, and it's a lot. It's a lot sometimes, you know. So just, you know, kind of mentally prepare yourself for these radical changes that are coming for your own good. Yeah, so like me, I feel like I'm gonna have some sort of radical change in how my routine looks like on the weekends. It may not be what I had expected, or it may be something that I don't feel is ideal, but if I am open and willing to try something new, a new order of how I do things, it just might work out much better than I had anticipated. And yeah, 8 of Wands, Libra, back to you. This is the love portion. 8 of Wands, you have incoming communication your way. Temperance at the bottom. This is about healing, you know, reconciling, or if it's none of those, it could certainly be you, Libra, trying to, maybe being in your observant stage. You may be trying to take all that you can into consideration and really hold back until the right time. I feel like, Libra, so Libra, I feel like deep down, and this is all your energy here, deep down, I've got the Tower, the 5 of Cups, and the, what's that, the 8 of Swords. I feel like you are, behind this stoic demeanor of yours, you may honestly feel very unsure about how to move through this connection at this point. I feel like at this point, with the 5 of Cups here, you might be feeling a lot of heavy feelings of, you know, grievance and, you know, just, I want to say almost despair. I hope not. But I feel like I feel like you're suppressing. You are suppressing some really heavy feelings at this point in time with your serious exterior that you are presenting. You know, to the world, you are being perceived as strong, detached, and very grounded, but I think, you know, under another layer of it all, I feel as though you are holding on to some really hurtful feelings. And I feel like with the Tower being here, with the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Swords, the Tower here is signifying that you need to express them. I feel like you're hurt, Libra. I feel like you may be having these thoughts of you know, wondering why things transpire the way they do. And so what I'm getting with this Temperance at the bottom is there's something about timing in this connection is off. The synchronicity between you and this individual is off at this point. And that's not to say that it can never, you know, synchronize in harmony. But at this time, it's not. Three of Cups, Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands. I feel like you are so I'm looking at these three cards two different ways. If this is your energy, Libra, I feel like you are going to maintain this defensive state of being until you receive some sort of communication about coming together with this person, by this person. Like you're waiting for this person to communicate these things to you. And I feel like that's what you are kind of anticipating at this point in time. And that may be when you start to maybe possibly feel like you have, you know, details to go by when it comes to considering whether or not you're wanting to open up. So, communication coming your way, Libra. Okay. So what is, we're going to look solely into the energy of the person that you are connecting with, Libra. The Devil. Could be a Capricorn that you are connecting with. You, Libra, you may perceive this person to be toxic to a degree, or toxic for you. Ten of Cups. So, Ten of Cups, this person here, I feel, let's get one more card. Seven of Cups. So, Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Why the Seven of Cups? Page of Swords, the Empress, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, okay, this is what I'm getting, Libra. This person here, is this current energy? Because I don't know, Knight of Swords, it's possible. So what I'm getting here, Libra, is that I was trying to see as to whether or not this Seven of Cups energy that this person has on their end was in regards to other potential suitors that they perceived from your end, or if the Seven of Cups was simply, you know, an energy of being open and optimistic in trying to find different ways of mending with you. And the devil being here, and then with the Seven of Cups being clarified by the Page of Swords, the Empress, and a Knight of Pentacles, this is telling me that this person here This person here with the Page of Swords, they may have become aware of how you had possibly attempted to, or actually did in fact invest into another connection, or they may be aware that you had been investing into other romantic connections. Now I want to see if this is current energy or if this is past energy. With the Devil being here, this is saying that this person may still have this negative attachment of, you know, the knowings that you have done this in the past. Or Queen of Wands, the Chariot, and the Sun. Wow. My gosh, we have the King of Wands here as well. Libra, I feel like with the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, the Chariot, the Sun, and the King of Wands. This person here may, I feel like, you know, with the Chariot and the Sun here, I feel like this person feels as though you may be possibly going out to pursue, you know, another potential suitor in the future, in the near future. Maybe this is the negative attachment that, you know, this person may actually have worries that you're just going to simply run off with someone that you feel is a match for you. This person may possibly feel that the Sun is here. This person, despite saying that they are worried, I don't want to say that they're worried, but with the Devil being there, this person thinks about this from time to time, and this is certainly not a positive thought to have about someone that you see as your sun, you know, your happiness. But possibly from maybe past experiences, this person has understood that, you know, you kind of have gone to other connections to see if the grass was greener on the other side. So that's, I'm not going to get into that anymore. 10 of Swords. My gosh. Okay. The Sun, 10 of Swords. Yeah, they're the Wheel of Fortune. So Justice, that's your card, Libra, and then the Hierophant. There's going to be a lot of healing happening, I feel, between you and this person, Libra. So long that both of you are able and still desiring to move towards the future together. I feel like you and this person may feel as though you two feel like home to one another. You and this person may see a really happy future together, but with the Ten of Swords being here, we need to close that out. You and this person need to get out of this ordeal. Or if this is not you, if you're not experiencing tumultuousness, this person here is, they have allowed and accepted, you know, for themselves to go through this painful experience. It's been very transformative. Not there is love. There is love between you two. I feel that, you know, this person very much does care about you. And I feel like they're willing to go through this this pain and this really challenging time so that they can become a better version of themselves that is balanced, that is capable of giving you commitment. So that's what I have, Libra. I'm not going to get into it too much. I hope that helped.